Welcome back to another episode of our Kings related podcast. And this bonus episode, just recapping the NBA draft lottery, which took place earlier tonight, and the implications it has regarding the Sacramento Kings and the Dallas Mavericks, who just a few short months ago, around the trade deadline, traded their generational superstar Luka Doncic, and a mere few months later, with a 1.8% chance of winning the draft lottery, they jumped 10 spots to grab the top pick in next month's draft, which will be the phenom Cooper Flag out of Duke foot forward, who's been considered the front runner to be the top pick in this draft since 2023, when he announced his decision to graduate high school a year early and enroll in college just as a 17-year-old. And with the Dallas Mavericks winning the top pick, the San Antonio Spurs, who have 2 picks in this draft, will pick second, and they can use that pick to go superstar hunting. Like, you got back-to-back Rookie of the Years and Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama, plus you have De'Aaron Fox, a full season with Fox, and now with a young, up-and-coming team, the San Antonio Spurs can use their 2 picks at their disposal to go superstar hunting this offseason, along with new head coach Mitch Johnson. And you got Greg Popovich, who's now El Jefe, their president of basketball operations. And with the news regarding Giannis Antetokounmpo, gonna open his options past Milwaukee, so we could see a lot of movement around the association this summer when it comes to the big name star players in the NBA with Giannis and Kevin Durant. But you got the Spurs, who are at number 2, and then at number 3 you have the Philadelphia 76ers, who will pick 3 in the draft lottery. And then the 3 teams that had the best options to win the lottery at 14%, all 3 of those teams dropped. The Charlotte Hornets, 4th. The Washington Wizards, 6th. And the Utah Jazz, who have never had the first pick, will pick 5th in next month's draft. But you talk about, you got San Antonio, who can use their 2 draft picks in next month's draft to their disposal. And as I mentioned, to go superstar hunting. Then you got Philadelphia, who had a down year. You had the whole thing with Embiid. Paul George was injured a lot this past season. Their prize rookie, Jared McCain, his season ended early due to injury. What does Philadelphia do with that 3rd pick? Do they keep it or draft a young player or use that pick at their disposal in a trade? But what this means for Sacramento did not move up. They stayed at 13, but they do not have that pick, because that pick will go to the Atlanta Hawks as part of that Kevin Huerter trade. And you just look at it. Dallas and San Antonio, those 2 teams who finished behind the Kings in the Western Conference this past season already in a strong position to improve their roster this season. Dallas, first round pick. The Spurs, second overall pick. And 14th overall pick to go, as I mentioned, superstar hunting. The Sacramento Kings, no first round pick. So Scott Perry, and his new assistant GM, BJ Armstrong, they're gonna have the work cut out for them this offseason to try to improve this basketball team, because you just look at like Dallas, they should be better. Um, like how does Nico Harrison feel now as the GM of the Dallas Mavericks after trading Luka in February? Now you're getting Cooper Flag um, next month. But Sacramento, you got Zach LaVine. And this is a Kings team that will not rebuild. So Zach LaVine, you got Sabonis, Malik Monk, and I talked about in my episode that dropped earlier today. I believe DeRozan will not be on this team this this summer. I think he will be on the move somewhere else. I just don't see it. It's not a great fit here in Sacramento. And I thought I didn't think it was a good fit when they made the move at first last summer. It just took the Kings out of what they were doing so well um, in the previous seasons, especially in that first Beam Team year when they made the playoffs and ended that 16-year playoff drought. And when they made the move, and then bringing in LaVine, it really did not work. So, Kings, you got two teams already. Strong position to improve the basketball team this offseason in Dallas and San Antonio. We'll see what the Kings do as the offseason continues to unravel here in Sacramento. But Utah, 17 wins. And this is a Utah Jazz team that, hey, told guys, we're not going to play you. We're trying to lose. All that just to win 17 games and have the 5th overall pick. The Washington Wizards, the same thing. 18 wins this season. And then you got the Charlotte Hornets, 19 wins. All three of those teams came into tonight with the best odds, and they finished 4th, 5th, and 6th, respectively, in the draft order. So, and under this new draft lottery system that was implemented a few years ago in 2019, which flattens the lottery odds in attempt to discourage tanking. Like the teams are still going to tank. You can't stop teams from tanking and losing. But the team with the worst record has yet to win the NBA draft lottery. So, and then you got to finish out the draft order. You got New Orleans, who will pick 7th, the Brooklyn Nets 8th, Toronto 9th, Houston Rockets 10th. That's a team to look out for this summer with the young talent that they have. They finished 2nd in the West. Do they go superstar hunting and use that 10th pick to their disposal to get a number 1 option on that team? Portland will pick 11th, the Bulls 12th, and the Atlanta Hawks 13th. And plus, as I mentioned earlier, San Antonio rounded out. Will pick 14th in the draft coming up next month, around the end of June, following the NBA finals. But that will do it for this special bonus episode of the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery. And the Dallas Mavericks have won the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. And just another thing for the Kings, a Sacramento team that refuses to rebuild. You see two teams who finished behind you already getting a head start on the offseason to improve their roster with their picks. And the Kings sitting with 0 picks in this upcoming draft. But thanks for tuning in to this bonus episode. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. That'd be much appreciated. And we'll see you on our next episode right here on our Kings Relay podcast. Take care and go Kings.